stuff out here.
Oh, hey, let me finish this episode real quick, and then I'll talk to you about my obscure and phenomenal moment in African American history. Good afternoon, my name is Charles, and today I'll be presenting my obscure but phenomenal moment in African American history. The person who I chose to do today was my father. Growing up, my father has been a great role model for me, my mom, and my siblings. Let's start off in Nigeria, where he was born. My father's name was Christopher Eleazu, and he was born in Biafra, Nigeria. And ever since he was born, everybody that came around his mother had told her that she gave birth to something special. And her response was, this basically means that this is a child from God, and God has blessed this child. A few years pass, and my father starts school. In America, they call it elementary school, but in Nigeria, they call it primary one. And since he's doing so well in school, he catches an eye of this young investor. The investor talks to my grandmother saying that, hey, you have a very intelligent child. I'll be willing to take him abroad and pay for his schooling. Him and 4 other Nigerian guys were sent to do the program in Ukraine. He's still exceeding and excelling in his classes, and he graduates in 1996. To celebrate, he heads over to Nigeria. While on his way to see his mother and his family, he is there for a few months and meets my mother. They hit it off almost instantly and get to know each other for a little bit. It is now 1997, and it's time to say farewell to everybody. He gets an opportunity to go to America. He lands in Philly, and the next 2 years is difficult for him because he's the only person that made it to America out of that Russia program. In 1999, he's able to get an apartment by himself, and in the 2000s, he applies and gets accepted to Drexel University. In December 2002, he goes back home and has a traditional wedding with his wife. 9 months later, they have a kid. The kid is me, of course, and it's the happiest day of his life. He goes back to America to try to get things settled down for them to come over. People is telling him that it's impossible for him to bring his wife, his newly born son, and his mother to America all at once. But he doesn't listen to none of them and strives to bring all of them along. Good thing he doesn't listen, because by 2008, he was able to bring all 3 of them to America. Struggling through as foreigners, both Christopher and his wife fights for their place in America. By 2009, he's able to buy a house worth $75,000 at the time, and he was able to put down $25,000. A few months has passed, and they have their second child and name her Victory. Life is becoming a little bit more easier, and now 10 years has passed, and they both have better jobs to better support the family. It is now 2021, and Christopher gets a job at a psychiatric ward and moves them over to Delaware. He is able to get a single family home and now has to transition the 2 kids over to new schools. His son graduates the following year with honors, and he's proud to watch his son walk across the stage. He now lives with his family, happy and proud of his 2 kids. Only time will tell what happens next in his life. I love you, Dad, and I wish nothing but the best for you.